dad used to say, fuck me dead. Oh my god. How's it all going? I think this is day five. Day five, I think. Oh my god, is all I can say. Uh, where do I start? I feel absolutely shit. Let's just get that out of the way. I feel like I'm in full cold turkey mode. I feel like I've literally come off an addiction. I've got headaches. I feel terrible. I don't have much energy. I just feel ratty, very short tempered, more so than usual. I just don't want to do anything. I have brain fog. I seem to be weeing a lot. What other symptoms have I got? I was getting this kind of sense of, I don't know what it was around my lips. Like, I felt like I was detoxing something through my lips. I seem to have this generic smell. There's like a smell I can smell. My wee seems to smell as well. And I have 85 days to go. Brilliant. Happy days. What the fuck am I doing? Outside of that, everything else is going great. As in, I have been following a very strict protocol, which, if we start off with, let's say, nutrition, Sue and I have basically been just eating meat and vegetables. We have had no chocolate, no alcohol, no dairy, no grains. So no rice, no pasta, no nuts even. The way we're tackling this under Sue's guidance is the first 2 weeks we're being extremely strict. So the nuts and grains element might be weaved back in, but for the first 2 weeks they're an absolute no. Same with caffeine. I've had no caffeine for 5 days. I think that's probably had the biggest impact in terms of headaches and things like that. I've had a headache for the last 2 days, which has been great. I've been focusing on basically just not snacking that much. We went to the cinema yesterday with Sunny, for example. I had a banana and a sparkling water was what I had. That was very, very tough. I keep looking to the fridge at night time, looking to snack, and Sue has to pull me back. She says I'm literally like an addict, trying to find some magical snack, as she keeps calling it, that just doesn't exist, that I can have, that is not going to break this protocol. So snacking has been extremely difficult. We have beef jerky, which I have snacked on, but it has been interesting when you think you need a snack. I have like one or two tiny bits of beef jerky and then I'm done. I don't need anything more. So that actually has been quite interesting. Meals, I've been yearning for meals. It's like outrageous. And it just made me realize how much of an emotional eater I've been and I've known actually for quite a while. But when I was playing kind of semi-pro soccer and all that, I used to laugh about it, thinking, oh, I know I'm an emotional eater, but at least I'm training so much, I don't have to think about it. And now that the wheels have come off in terms of that side of my life, it's kind of obviously shown its prevalence a bit more. But I have literally been longing for meals. So when I wake up, lunchtime, dinner. Funnily enough, when it comes to nighttime, after you have your dinner, you kind of feel like you just want to go to bed because you don't really feel like you've got much energy to do much else. Whereas before I'd, happily stay up for an hour and watch a show or catch up on something like that. Now I'm just happy to go to bed. So it's definitely helped my sleep cycle. Sleep-wise, I've been doing really, really good. I've been in the green in my Whoop. The classic Nez, first 2 days of training, when I went to the gym, I didn't power up my Whoop. So the first 2 days of training, I didn't capture my training results. Classic. But just for transparency, I've trained basically every day except yesterday. So I had a rest day yesterday, which is Saturday, and I'm going to go to the gym later on today. So I will share more details about what I'm doing with training next week, because I'm sitting down with Gary about my full plan and his app as well. So I will be sharing that. But generally, I was just doing, the first day I was doing chest and back, shoulders, and then I did arms and biceps, and then I had a rest. And then I'm going to do leg day. I am going to document everything into an Excel spreadsheet, I was thinking, because a few people have asked me sort of how I've been training, what I've been eating, how things are going, just so people can see. I've had a few people ask me questions around that. But overall, it's been extremely tough these first 5 days. I've got 85 to go, which just feels insane. I will also be focusing on my recovery as part of this. So, saunas and ice baths. I've already done one sauna thus far. I did an ice bath in the gym 2 days ago. I'm going to actually start on Monday a 30-day challenge around cold showers. So I'm going to do on average maybe a minute or a minute and a half per day in the shower, which will get me up to about 7 minutes or so, which means I just need to do maybe one ice bath in the gym per week to get me through it. So in the gym today, I'll do my second sauna and my second ice bath to get me up to my allotment for this week. Yeah, if anybody wants to try and do that from home, I encourage you to do that. If you don't have access to an ice bath, just jump in the shower, just do a minute or so. That gets you up to about 7 minutes per week, so that gets you most of the way. And I'm looking forward to that recovery part. I am doing all my training out of Total Fusion in Brisbane, which is an amazing gym that I've joined a few months ago. But I will be on the road quite a bit during this 3 months. I'm going to Sydney again on the 20th of January, so I'm not going to have that gym for that whole week. So I'm going to have to do my training on the go and try and pick up some temporary measures when I'm down in Sydney. So this is part of the challenge really for me, is that I'm not going to be in my comfort zone for the whole 90 days. I will be moving around, but I'm not going to let that lapse. So I'm going to really try and focus on it no matter where I am. And I also did my weight. So I was 90 kilos on day one when I started this, which is not a weight I'm unhappy about. When I played soccer, I was kind of anywhere between 78 and 82 in terms of on season and off season. I jumped up to kind of over 92 when I was probably at my least fittest about a year ago, when I stopped playing football and had made the move to Brisbane. I got back down to about 86 or 87. So that's kind of if I'm doing a lot of cardio. 90 I'm actually quite happy with. So it's not really about weight loss for me. I do feel like there's got some love handles and things like that I'm trying to focus on. So it's really about probably this calorie deficit that I'm going through, the carb load that I'm not getting and like I used to, will probably see me lose a little bit of weight initially. And Gary has been guiding me on that in terms of the strength and conditioning part. And then I'll look to kind of increase that metabolic rate and in creating some of that mass. But really the first few weeks is really just about resetting my body and just seeing where that lands first. And that's everything from not just weight training, but also cardio wise. I'm not going out there to go ballistic on cardio. I've also got osteoarthritis in both my knees, and I dislocated my knee about 3 months ago. So I can't be pounding the pavement that much. But for example, when I was down in Sydney last week, I did do the 440 with Trent in Bronte, so I will try and do that when I'm down in Sydney. But one hard run a week is probably as much as I can do right now, and I'll have to do other cardio-based activities. So I'll be putting all that in terms of the Google Docs so people can just see what I've been getting up to. And yeah, follow me on this journey. Day 5, what can I say? It's been tough, tougher than I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be tough the first few days. I did, but probably didn't realize it was going to impact me this much in terms of my mood, my get up and go, or like I feel lethargic. But I feel like my body is literally going through a complete detoxification. So it just shows you, like, I didn't feel like I was living that unhealthy, but still, if you're kind of in this pattern of food types and setups and things like that, you can get stuck there. I've tried to clean all this and my body is reacting to it. So let's see how this all goes. I'll check back in a few days and let you know how I'm all going. Cheers, guys.